I do have some very important plays in this video. You want to see these, as some of these can have a parabolic type move. Make sure you smash that like button, because I do have a lot of really good plays. Have been showing you some really good plays. I have a 000 penny stock with a $2 million market cap that is expecting to close in on a $80 million merger and creating a gold empire. Keep in mind, gold is currently at all-time highs, so this is one with a very big catalyst you have to see, guys. And low float plays are trending right now, so I have multiple of these that can have explosive moves. You can see ticker SNGX actually went up 600%, and I have a setup that actually has the same exact ticker name as this one, except for one letter. The same exact 1 million share float, but a much cleaner setup. This is a $5 million market cap company that has $30 million cash on hand, or just under that. Only 1 million shares that float, that has not ran yet. Keep in mind, this is expected to run, guys. I did add multiple times. I did add shares of this company. They just had FDA news, and apparently they do have just around, or just over, 3 years of cash based on a very low quarterly cash burn rate, guys. I wasn't even going to take any trades today. I was watching some growth stocks all day. We do have a lot of economic events. Was watching Uber pretty much all day, hit that $72 wall, kept bouncing, or basically hitting that $72 wall and basically going right back down. I've been watching that one for hours. We do have Jerome Powell speaking today. He did speak today, is speaking tomorrow. And then we have CPI inflation numbers coming out Thursday, and then PPI on Fridays. Well, a lot of economic events, so I am not even trading that much. But as low float plays are trending, I did add this play that I think can have a massive parabolic historic run. So make sure you watch this entire video so you do not miss these other low float plays that I am going to talk about. Make sure you have notifications on as well, because you do not want to miss these time sensitive alerts. Stock we want to talk about that is creating a gold empire with a completely new business line is HYU Corporation, trading at 0.0008, actually hit 0.0009 just yesterday. Went up around 60 or 70%. I actually called this one at 6.0006. They are expecting to close in on a $80 million merger this month, so this is one that can run up on this catalyst. This is a pump and dump play, so if this one does go up, I would secure profits very quickly. They just did reduce 1 billion shares. They do have a very large outstanding share count at 2.7 billion shares, but this is a $2 million company that can, or is expecting a $80 million gold mining merger. They're also in the logistics sector, is completely revamping their business line, and is one that is on high watch for the close of this merger that is expected this month. So, and gold is at all-time highs, actually went down some, is at a historic high. So HIRU is in a really good sector, but keep in mind, this is an OTC play. These are very high risk plays. You want to get in and out of these very quickly. Now, guys, we did have SNGX, which ran up 600% today. And, low float plays are absolutely exploding. And I have a play SNPX, which is basically one letter off of the same ticker, but has a much cleaner setup, which is currently trading at $4.48. 1 million shares that float, and they actually just had their quarterly financials filed out. And, most of the time that we do see these micro float plays, listed as a 1 million share float, the float is actually way higher because they have active offerings or warrants or dilution. And this one is a very clean setup where the float is actually what it says it is. And this one does have this tiny $5 million market cap with, you can see, you always add 3 zeros to these, but has $26.3 million cash on hand and $30 million in assets compared to $6.5 million in liabilities. Already a very good liability to asset ratio. They did just get some nice FDA news just on June 26th, just over 2 weeks ago. They announced FDA authorization of IND application for clinical trial for basically this trial that they do have. According to this, the company has 40 months of cash left based on a quarterly cash burn rate of $1.8 million and estimated current cash of $24.3 million. Is actually closer to $27 million. They do not have any active or toxic warrants that, as far as I know. So this is a very clean setup that did just have a reverse split and hasn't really diluted since June. I think that's back when the reverse split happened. They do have cash on hand. Basically, their cash on hand is 5 times their $5 million market cap. So that's already showing they're undervalued based off that. Just had some FDA news come out with a trial that apparently is fully funded. And then, they do have cash and a very low cash burn rate. So they're at, most of these, biotech companies or the pharmaceutical companies are highly in debt. You can see according to their balance sheet, they have minimal debt, have very nice assets and cash on hand. So a very rare setup. And like I said, SNGX, which is almost the same exact ticker as SNPX, just ran 600% with this is a much cleaner setup. One does get some volume, can have a very nice run considering low float plays are the theme right now. And this one does have, I think, a catalyst. Someone I have been seeing that they do have some kind of catalyst coming later in the month, I believe. But they did just get this FDA authorization for this clinical trial. So that's huge already. And they say that this is fully funded. So something else you can see that the CEO says, with a strong balance sheet, including approximately $26.3 million in cash as of March 31st, 2020. The company's phase 1 MS trial is fully funded. So the company maintains a relatively low cash burn rate and ample resources to support their continued development. This is my top microfloat play to watch that has not ran yet. I have seen a lot of microfloat play opportunities, but they have already ran. This is one that I'm calling before it takes off, which no one else is really doing. Next play to watch, a microfloat play that does have a catalyst coming up on July 15th, just in 6 days. This is showing they do have an 800,000 share float and does have a catalyst coming at this annual kidney conference will be held virtually on July 15th. So ZVSA is already up 22%, currently trading at $4.55. Looking at their cash, they are losing around $2 million in net income. This is a concern, this $2 million right here, because they are losing, millions of dollars each quarter. Looking at their cash flow, not burning that much, but how are they actually getting this cash? It looks like they are, doing dilution right here. So one thing to watch, could see some dilution coming, but this one is a microfloat play with a catalyst, so potentially could run. So keep an eye on this one very closely, as we do have this key date on July 15th. These are some top microfloat plays that have not really ran yet, at least these two other stocks I just mentioned. And then we have HIRU Corporation with a potential $80 million merger that could be announced this month, or is expected to. If we do get that catalyst, this one could see a very nice movement, get out of these triple zeros. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments what you think about these plays, what other plays you are watching, and I will see you on the next video.